Hey y'all, it's your girl Desi, and today I have a special guest,
It's Horak.
Horak today. And so Horak, can you tell us a little backstory about you?
Well, what do you want to know? I guess. I mean, I don't. I'm
Just
from.
like how you grew up and like what.
Okay. Well, how I grew up. I don't know. I grew up out here in Des Moines, Iowa.
Were you born here?
Yeah, I was born here. I was born down at Mercy, over in, right downtown. Yep. Yeah, I was born here, raised on the south side for a little while. Ended up moving to West Des Moines probably about the time I was like 8 years old. Went to Valley High School for a little bit. Did not graduate. They didn't like that I didn't go. And I've just been out here just trying to create and just do my thing, really.
And so when did you take an interest in music?
Oh, you see, okay, that's been my entire life. So I was raised on like Eminem, like 50 Cent, all the good stuff, like from 2000s, because I was born in 99.
Right.
So, I mean, I was singing Cleaning Out My Closet by Eminem by the time I was 3 years old. Like, my mom remembers it very clearly. Like,
that song touch your soul?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Said I'm sorry, mama.
Why?
Never
What
meant
does
to
that
hurt.
song mean to you?
I don't know. It's anything by Eminem for me is like super deep. But like I don't know why it's resonated with me at 3 years old. But I would go like at 3 years old. Fuck, I don't know. But like apparently I would go like pick up my toys and shit out of my closet and to, like sing it to my mom like in our little fucking like barely 2-bedroom house and said I'm sorry, just singing it. That's kind of when I don't know, I was raised on it, really. But when I started, like, writing and stuff, I don't know, I was trying to impress girls when I was, like, 10 years old, writing them little love songs and stuff.
Did it work?
Shit, yeah. I remember I had a flip phone when I was, like, 10 or 11, and I was talking to these girls. They didn't even go to the same school district as me, but I was like, yeah, I can sing, and I don't really sing that much, you know what I'm saying? I don't sing much. But I was singing... Shoddy like a melody.
Okay.
I'm over it like on the video on a flip phone and sending it to him, trying to impress him and shit. And like after that, I mean, there was like always it was I was writing like little stuff for girls in my classes and stuff. And yeah, so I mean, I've always been about music. But when I started getting serious about rapping and stuff like that, it was when I was in 7th grade. There was this Valley game, and like there was like rap circle, right? So it was like rap battles type shit. This was like my first Valley game that I went to, and I seen my homie Chauncey C-Rob, shout out you, and I seen Queen Kenzie out there, Kenzie. They were going in, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like I want to do this shit, like that seems fucking awesome. And like I always loved poetry and shit, and always loved writing growing up. And so like I started like. In my mind, when you're freestyling, it's supposed to be on the spot. Like if you're talking shit, you're supposed to be talking shit right then and there.
Yeah,
But not yet. I wasn't to that capability, so I was like writing something because me and this kid, my homie, he's a friend of mine now, named Riley McElhon. We were supposed to battle that next Valley game, right? So I'm like all week in school in 7th grade at the fucking study hall, just writing fucking rhymes about him, turning around to my friends and being like, hey. Is this good? Is this good? Should I fix anything? Oh, fix this one. I can't read your handwriting, shit like that. But like after that one, like I still remember like a little bit of what I was writing and what he said about me. And that was kind of the start of it all. And then I went to a Wiz Khalifa concert when I was like 13, 14 years old. First time I smoked weed. Shouts out Aunt Cheyenne for taking me. So I mean that's a great, that's and then it just went from there really, and it just never stopped. I mean I was recording for the first song, like I remember it very clearly after that concert. I was with 2 of my childhood buddies, Otis and Alex, and we were in my mom's basement and we were watching some like music videos or some shit, and I was like, I can do that. Like, oh really? I was like, I'll fucking do it right now. And then next thing you know, I'm writing to this beat and recording it on my mom's laptop on Windows Movie Maker, and while the beat's playing off YouTube, recording it through the whole same thing, and then just uploaded it to YouTube.
And what song was that?
I think I called it like Clearance or something like that. It's not up there anymore. You can't find. You can find some shit still on YouTube if you look up. Like, if you still know my old name, which is Eddie Jr., that's what I started off as.
So why'd you change your name? And then how did you come about that name?
My last name was, when I was growing up, it was never Horak, but that was supposed to be my last name. That's my mom's last name. But how I came up with the new one, with what I use now. We changed my name when I was 15 because I was legally able to do it. We paid the money to do it, and my homie Marcos, he started calling me just by Horak all the time in like high school, I think it was. And so I mean, it just kind of stuck all the time. And so I was like, fuck it, because I mean, there was other Alex in the school, like, but very rarely, like, there was only like 3 of us, but just call me Horak all the time in the hall. Say, oh, Horak. Turn around, what? You know? So I mean, I just decided, I was like, it's time. I don't want to be an Eddie Jr. There's too many, because I was gonna be Lil Eddie, and like, there's so many Lils and all that stuff. So nobody's ever heard of, like, there's no other Horak. Like, there are in Iowa and shit, and like Czechoslovakia, but like, there's no Horaks in the game, you know? So, so like, it stands out. It's definitely different. I have to enunciate it, you know? Like, yeah. So I mean, I just kept with that and paid homage basically to my mom and my uncle. And yeah, any other Horaks in our family. So yeah, that's why I changed it.
Yeah. So who would you say is your biggest supporter or influence? Or if there's 2 different people, that's okay.
Well, you can say, supporter, like, I don't have one biggest supporter. Like I think it's like a collection of people that are really close to me. Like, you're a supporter, you know what I'm saying? Like, you support fucking the whole SVS team. Like, my mom's big supporter of my stuff. Like, and just a little side note real quick. Like, I remember I rapped at this, I think it was the 8th grade talent show. And I was basically just doing it in front of my mom, like upstairs or whatever. And like, she started going, when I was rapping. I was like, Mom, stop it. You're embarrassing me. I thought she was making fun of me. Like, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And, but like, she's always supported me a shit ton. And then my Aunt Cheyenne, she's always been a huge support to me as well. And then all of my close friends and all my brothers, I mean, which is one of them, hand in hand. That's like I said, like, it's a collection of people, but those are people that I hold very near and dear to my heart. And then when you say, sorry, I'm from covering the mic, but when you say influence, what do you mean? Like, idols?
Yeah.
What music? In that case, I would say, obviously, I already mentioned Eminem. Wiz Khalifa was really big when I started, and I've always fucked with him heavy. And then Mac Miller, and then 50 Cent. He was like that gangster shit.
Okay. And then now that because what stuck out to me, you said
and MGK. Yeah, Mac Miller.
Mac Miller. How did you feel when you heard about him passing?
Okay. So I was doing this thing selling knives at like Cutco, and we were still in like the first part. It was after the interviews. What's it called? When you're learning how to do it and shit. I can't remember. I'm a rapper. I don't even know the words, right?
I don't know either.
But we were still working on it, like learning how to do the job. And my phone was flooded with text messages by everybody that knew that I love Mac Miller. And like, I was like, oh, I gotta stop. Like, I had tears in my eyes, like, because that was one person that I knew I was gonna work with. Like, I don't care what I have to. Like, that's the goal. Like, I want to work with him and create with him because he was such an influence on me when I was growing up. Like, there was this mixtape that he dropped called Faces, and it was my freshman year of high school, and he dropped it on Mother's Day, which was the day before my birthday that year. And so I felt like it was a birthday present to me, and me and my homies just bumped it. But when he died, like, I'm heartbroken. Like, I still love Mac Miller, and like, I still love everything that he's ever dropped.
Yeah, I know that touched a lot of people. So before I ask this next question, let's take a toast.
Getting loose.
Because getting loose. I need to taste that.
It's beautiful. It tastes delicious.
Oh. Okay, so now I know you mentioned SVS. What is that, and who's involved in that? How did you get into that?
She's acting like she don't know what SVS is.
I don't